live at the Holy Angel University Theater for the virtual commencement exercises.
Second semester and third trimester for school year 2020 to 2021.
Our dear candidates for graduation with bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degrees from Holy Angel University, their parents, guardians, and loved ones, faculty, staff, and administrators, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Our dear students, never had I imagined that in our lifetime, we will experience trying times like this and celebrate an important milestone in your life in this manner. By virtue of the competence that your hard work over the past many years or so has demonstrated, you have earned every right to be part of this celebration. I feel sorry for not having the opportunity to personally shake your hands and congratulate you at this time. But please know that we are proud of what you have accomplished and who you have become. Before you continue on to joining the workforce or continuing on to graduate school, please allow me to impart to you your last university lecture, straight from your university president. The ideas that you will hear are hardly original, as they represent the confluence of a diversity of thoughts that I have learned from my experience and recently from my summer reading as contextualized to our local condition. And my message is simple. Seek the true, do the good, love the beautiful, and honor the sacred. Let us begin with truth. What is truth? Many have struggled to answer this fundamental question of reality. But we go back to St. Thomas Aquinas, who wrote, "Truth is defined by the conformity of intellect and the external thing." This is absolutely essential to our understanding of the intellectual life and our meaning as human persons. If we think about it, truth is not about bending reality to conform to our personal perspective, preferences, or priorities. Truth is about us having the humility to realize that to possess the truth is to come to understand and orient ourselves to the real world, to our existence itself. Our contemporary world has led us to settle for the lesser evil and to justify the evil that we do by the worse evil that others do. In truth, however, there is no such a thing as a lesser evil. Evil is evil no matter what. Our misguided values have crept deviously into our bedrooms, into our classrooms, and into our corporate boardrooms. The public applauds band-aid solutions to the problems of our country that possess no foresight at all, such as free college tuition in public schools. Subsidizing everyone, rich or poor, robs those who need support the most, such as basic education, and fighting food insecurity among the young. And in the long run, results in stunted development of the young, the generation of our future leaders. Holy Angel University has taught you that there is an absolute and eternal truth, to the reality to which we conform. That truth, which we come to know through both faith and reason, is that we are made to know and to love God. In order to be saints in our everyday lives, knowledge of the truth of Him who is the way, the truth, and the life makes it possible for us to achieve our purpose and ultimate happiness. And so to our graduates, seek the truth. Now for goodness. St. Thomas Aquinas informed us with his customary clarity. It belongs to every virtue to do good and to avoid evil. As wise men back to Aristotle note, virtue is a habit of right moral action. The Catechism of the Catholic Church defines virtue as a habitual and firm disposition to do good. I rather object to popular social media messages that read, practice random kinds of kindness. Random acts of kindness? Who wants to be randomly kind? If it is worth being kind, we need to be consistently and habitually kind. The goodness that I want in your graduates is habitual goodness, goodness that is second nature. It is only with such goodness that you will have the character to become that saint in everyday life that in truth you know you are meant to be. As you live Holy Angel University, you will face societal behaviors that go against the grain of the values with which you have been inculcated at this university. You will read about the brave ones going to prison on account of their beliefs. You will read about children learning to curse their elders. You will read about the powerful using their power without impunity, exploiting the vulnerable. You will read about the people abhorring the righteous. You will hear about the crowd applauding the merciless. All of you are much better than all of these. And so to our graduates, do the good. Now for beauty. Our world is intoxicated with pleasure and self-gratification, enslaved by the false promises of sin. You can see it more often and too often in our arts. When reduced to nothing more than self-expression as monuments to our own pride, they become ugly and signs of despair. When we look to ourselves for the meaning of reality, we fall back into the error of the Garden of Eden. There is nothing beautiful about narcissism, and too much of modern art proves that point so eloquently. Our world is awash in ugliness. On the other hand, where you find truth and goodness together, where you find them in a way that is whole and proportional, you find something that is striking and pleasing. You find real beauty, even in the midst of suffering or hardship. You gain back your reverence for the values which your elders, your parents, have selflessly sacrificed in order to protect and uphold. Beauty, especially the beauty of truth and goodness, but also in a particular way, beautiful art, as you recall seeing in our university chapel, beautiful music, as you may recall hearing from our university chorale, our rondalia, our string ensemble, or beautiful literature conveys something true about our world in a manner that compels. Such beauty teaches us goodness in a way that inspires. Our world is starving for authentic beauty. In the end, to paraphrase St. Augustine, our hearts are restless until they rest in God. And so to our graduates, love the beautiful. Finally, the sacred. One of the core principles of the Catholic faith is sacramentality. The belief that God created all things and that within such creation, a person can see a part of the great glory of our Creator. All of the world is filled with the greatness of God. And that phrase captures sacramentality, as all of you, our graduating students, are an image of our Creator. The earth, the sunset, the beautiful piano piece that you may have heard, everything of creation is a manifestation or a sacrament or a visible sign of the invisible love that God gives to all humanity. It was God who created everyone and everything around us, and we are blessed to be living and enjoying what is in front of us. Therefore, honoring the sacred means loving our fellow human beings, including the unborn and those who are different from us, and respecting all of creation. Therefore, turn each moment of your life into an occasion of loving God and your neighbor as yourself. The prophet Micah said it best, what the Lord requires of you is to do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God. And so to our graduates, honor the sacred. You are graduating at a time when an unseen enemy threatens the human race. When wearing face masks, face shields, strict physical distancing, and frequent hand washing have become part of our daily routine. At no time in your lives did you probably imagine that you could go enter a bank wearing a mask and get away with it. While it feels like all of us have had the misfortune of shattered plans and so much not going our way, think of how fortunate you are for having been chosen as a first-hand witness to a significant episode in the history of our nation and the world. You have been chosen because of a fate that none of us would have imagined. when you began your studies at Holy Angel University. You started in the old world back before the COVID-19 pandemic, and most likely, you have begun talking about those earlier years in your lives just that way. Well, that was before the pandemic. Part of your lives will forever be identified as before, quote unquote, in the same way that your parents' generations tells time like that was before the internet, or the way your grandparents tell time like that was during peacetime. From this point on, and if you have not yet done so, you will start attaching greater importance to the word before. And it is my hope that knowing the before will allow you to appreciate even more what we have today and be inspired by the promise of tomorrow. As you become successful in your future endeavors, remember, once an Angelite, always an Angelite. Continue to be active in the affairs of your alma mater. Make possible the education of future Angelites by contributing to Share a Wing, Share a Meal, How We Connect, or scholarship support. Provide internship and ultimately placement opportunities to our future students. Mentor a student. Your ability to support the education of future Angelites and to contribute to the betterment of our society is limited only by your creativity and by your means. Continue to be the persons of conscience, competence, and compassion who you are all meant to be. Congratulations to all of you, and together, as we say, LAUS Deo Semper, praise to God always.
Officers of the administration, members of the faculty, graduating class of the School of Arts and Sciences, School of Business and Accountancy, School of Education, School of Engineering and Architecture, School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, School of Nursing and Allied Medical Sciences, and School of Computing. Families and friends of the graduating class, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the commencement exercises for the second semester and third trimester of school year 2020-2021. The University Chorale will lead us in the singing of the national anthem and the invocation.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Bayang magiliw, penas na silanganan, alog ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisiil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit na bughaw, may dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang islap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nag-iinit, ang bituin at araw niya kailang pamay di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walang pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang iligaya na pamay mag-api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Art in heaven,
The deans of the various colleges shall now formally present to the university president their respective candidates for graduation. The Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Janet R. Rodriguez.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for the degree Master of Science in Psychology. They have successfully completed the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and the university. They have been recommended for graduation by the faculty of the School of Arts and Sciences and are therefore entitled to receive their diplomas.
The Dean of the School of Business and Accountancy, Dr. Maria Lina T. Ramoneda.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for the degrees Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Business Management. They have successfully completed the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and the university. They have been recommended for graduation by the faculty of the School of Business and Accountancy and are therefore entitled to receive their diplomas.
The Dean of the School of Education, Dr. Alma M. Natividad.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for the degrees Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management, Master of Arts in English Language and Literature Teaching. They have successfully completed the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and the university. They have been recommended for graduation by the faculty of the School of Education and are therefore entitled to receive their diplomas.
The Dean of the School of Engineering and Architecture, Dr. Filipina I. de Guzman.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for the degrees Master of Science in Electronics and Communications Engineering, Master of Science in Engineering Management, Bachelor of Science in Architecture, Bachelor of Science in Aeronautical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, and Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. They have successfully completed the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and the university. They have been recommended for graduation by the faculty of the School of Engineering and Architecture and are therefore entitled to receive their diplomas.
The Dean of the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, Dr. Tyron W. Yap.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for the degrees Master of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management, Bachelor of Science in Culinary Arts Management, Bachelor of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management, Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management. They have successfully completed the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and the university. They have been recommended for graduation by the faculty of the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management and are therefore entitled to receive their diplomas.
The Dean of the School of Nursing and Allied Medical Sciences, Dr. Al D. Biya.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for the degree Master of Science in Nursing, major in Adult Health Nursing. They have successfully completed the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and the University. They have been recommended for graduation by the faculty of the School of Nursing and Allied Medical Sciences and are therefore entitled to receive their diplomas.
The Dean of the School of Computing, Dr. Francisco D. Napale.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for the degrees Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Area of Specialization, Animation, Network Administration. They have successfully completed the requirements for the graduation as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and the University. They have been recommended for the graduation by faculty of the School of Computing and are therefore entitled to receive their diplomas.
Glendale Nangkil Abutan Jr. will deliver the address of petition to the University President on behalf of the graduating class.
Mr. President, I represent the graduating class of the School of Arts and Sciences, School of Business and Accountancy, School of Education, School of Engineering and Architecture, School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, School of Nursing and Allied Medical Sciences, and School of Computing for the second semester and third trimester of the school year 2020-2021. I come before you now to petition you to confer on us the degrees for which our Dean and the members of the faculty have recommended us. We have completed, Mr. President, all the requirements of the college, the university, and the Commission on Higher Education. We have acquired the values and verities contained in the mission statement. We are now ready, Mr. President, to receive our diploma.
The University President, Dr. Luis Maria R. Calingo, shall now formally and officially declare the candidates as graduates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Holy Angel University, in accordance with existing regulations as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Arts and Sciences, the School of Business and Accountancy, the School of Education, the School of Engineering and Architecture, the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, the School of Nursing and Allied Medical Sciences, and the School of Computing, I hereby declare you graduates, together with all the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
Now that you're bona fide graduates of Holy Angel University, you shall individually receive your diploma from the University President. Ms. Maria Teresa N. Punzalan will read the names of graduates.
Graduates from the School of Arts and Sciences.
Danica Clarice Malit Cacho, Camille Vidon de Leon, Nicolai Dizon Feliciano, Ira Joy Kane Sikat Medina, Maria Rosario Lagman Nepomuceno,
Graduates from the School of Business and Accountancy.
Chermar Manalang Noriega, Army Gozon Ubaldo,
Graduates from the School of Education.
Mark Adrian Galvez Angeles, Alan Gain P. Kaanday, Katrina Sales Pedrona, Alvin Bundalian Roque,
Graduates from the School of Engineering and Architecture.
May Canlas Laison, Russell Renz Kayanan de Mesa, John Gamel J. Pascua Campos, Sean Paul Amio David, Christian J. Mar Santos Ferrer, Micaela Cruz Gaviola, Carl Lawrence Nalo Leasing, Jewel Micah Macam, Oliver Joseph Balawag Pineda, Gian Carl Silva Reyes, Karine Zebedee Malyari Ronquillo, Julius Aldrin Sahagun Santos, Von Ryan Yabut Supleo, Julius Adrian Trinidad Turaray, Alju Labalan Abat, Yurika Bagasbas Akagi, Mark Anthony Lissing Antonio, Eunice Julian Apostol, John Michael Chatko Kabigting, Sean Patrick David Cruz, Alexandra Iris de la Cruz David, Dominic Paula Ocampo David, Fritz Robin Pineda de Ret, Clarice Ann Paiba de Marucot, Henrich Mark Alim Foronda, Janela Joy Castillo Gomez, Earl John Landero Guzman, Chavez John Gutierrez Lopez, Judel Michael Puno Malig, Mark Lester UC Malit, Joshua Manansala Munoz, Lance Adrian Bognot Olea, Dominic Malyari Rodriguez, Shara Loretta Marie Cerudo Roque, Maria Shirina Dionisio Sahagun, Janie Canlas Samson, Francis Albert De Leon Supan, Angelo Ann Lobo Tanhueco, Erica May Lopez Ungcad, Angelique Rizel Pineda Very, Rosalinda Sherot Villamor, Christian Jean Malang Vitug, Kenneth Paul Angeles Kaasi, Daniela Grospe Carpio, Blanche Florence Castro David, Errol K. Macapagal Deiret, Harvey Santos Garcia, Ramesses Yambao Manalo, Jan Lagino Bartolo Mendoza, Maiko Tuazon Tikse, Miguel Angelo Sears Yang, Kersey Manansala Manakmul, Aris Flores Pangilinan, Christian Dane Timoteo Sidoy, Norris Kyle David Kalilong, Nathaniel Vim Sese Maliwat, Chedmark Francia Ballesteros, Malvin Paul Oliva Ballesteros, Alimar Salenga Bognot, Christian Castro Calma, Christian Luis Kiambao Calma, Dale Sibal Camacho, Kobe Brian Abarico Coloma, Aaron James Deirit Deyang, Neil Patrick Reyes Dimla, Keith Andre Licup Franco, Dave Asher Galang Gatbonton, Kevin Samia Jeronimo, Russell Bugarin Gutierrez, Stephanie Cal Kayanan Leander, Paul Justin De Leon Magtubo, Riquiel Medina Manganti, Camille Amanda Balaguer Medser, Jennifer Andrew Villanueva Misa, Jordan Santos Muldong, Joshua Valdivieso, Kale Francis Datu Verdiano,
Graduates from the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management,
Donna May Arceo Serrano, Glenn Nangkil Abutan Jr., Joseph Arvin Reyes Cunanan, Luigi Alvin Zapanta Padilla, Anthony Ramos Tordil, Kirsten Musni Bautista, Philip George Deirit Canlas, Dale Michael Manalang Cruz, Angela Dana Nicole Boquero de Lusong, Jeremy Diego Elmido Flores, Paul Stephen Alfonso Franchi, Justin Lavapes Chua, Andrea Luciano Dizon, Lance Miguel David Villar,
Graduates from the School of Nursing and Allied Medical Sciences.
John Paul Serrano Oronan,
Graduates from the School of Computing.
Mark Nicole Fontanilla Bernarte, Angelo James Edward Morales Cruz,
From among the graduating batch, a speaker was chosen to articulate the experiences, lessons, hopes, and aspirations of all his fellow graduates. We shall now listen to the Angelite speech of Dominic Hola Ocampo David.
Welcome everyone, and good day to all. Today we celebrate and realize how long studying is, but we finally made it. And before anything else, I would just like to congratulate every single one of us for finishing this chapter in our life. I have a few moments that I remember vividly. It was our first week in school as freshman students, and in one of our classes, this long-haired, very artistic and straight-looking guy walked in the middle of our lecture. I'm sure we all have experiences like this. So he introduced himself to us as our Design 1 teacher, our professor. And before he left, I remember the last words he said. He said, "Good luck, you'll need it." And every single one of the students there with me will agree when I say, we were all scared of him. The amount of stress and pressure that put on us was out of this world. We all thought he was scary, but little did we know he will be the one to help us the most. There was this one time where the pandemic is just starting and there are rumors that the school will shut down for just a few days just to have it sanitized. Most of us were actually looking forward to that time because who doesn't like holidays or no school days, right? But those few days turned into months, and then those months turned into a year. We had to instantly adjust to online classes, and it wasn't easy for us because all our school life we were used to interacting with our classmates, reviewing with them, or eating with them. And there was this one time that I'm sure some of you will relate to. I felt lost. I was so demotivated to do anything because I felt stuck in my thesis. It felt like I wasn't doing enough. I would just sit in front of my computer all day and all night, but there's nothing, no progress, no anything. I didn't feel like I can finish what I'm doing. It's more so it will finish me. And I know we've all felt stuck at some point, but if you ask me how I got through it, This may sound cliche, but I had someone. We were always there for each other, constantly communicating with one another and asking each other how we're doing, if we're still sane, and constantly reminding each other that we got this. We can finish this and we will succeed. I guess talking to one another and knowing that we're not alone, and we're all going through the same challenges, stress, and breakdowns was really the factor that helped us survive despite the pandemic. In spite of all that, look at how we've grown. As Christian Larson said, take pride in what you have become and have faith in how far you will go. We all deserve a little pat in the back from ourselves for pushing through. But all of this wouldn't be possible without our professors for their constant guidance and teachings that I know will be with us forever. I would just like to quickly mention architect Gary Salas. He was one of the terror prof, as we call it. I make sure to keep away from his classes at all costs when I enroll because of all the scary rumors about him, but I was lucky enough to be one of his students before he passed. And let me tell you, he brought pandesal and sardinas almost every morning and he shared this with us. And we will have our own little breakfast time before the class starts. Oh, and he'd sing for us too. I know we all have that one prof who scared us at first but turned out to be one of our favorite. We will definitely miss you, Sir Gary, and you will always be in our hearts. In the Holy Angel Mission and Vision, there are these 3 C's: competence, conscience, and compassion. This pushed us through, and now we are here, in front of our computer screen, celebrating the fact that we are smart and competent to finish our course. This takes me to the first C, competence. We have been trained to perform in a field and know what to expect because times are changing. We can't always expect our professors to be there to guide us or teach us what we need to remember or what is essential. This brings me to the next C, conscience. We are forced to recognize the consequences of our actions. We have to manage our time well because of the deadlines, and these deadlines teach us how to work under pressure and still do well with whatever we are doing. Acknowledging our mistakes and fixing it to constantly be a better version of ourselves. And lastly, compassion. I think I can speak for our batch and the batch before us when I say we care for each other even though we're not in the same section. We always lend a helping hand to one another. And I remember every major exam that we have, especially when it involves math. The smartest people in our batch will always set up a review session for everyone who's having a hard time in math, and these sessions really helped us. This is just a simple example of how we work together so that we will graduate together, and I think it works since we're all here now with our diplomas. Before I end this, I would just like to share a simple quote. If your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. So make sure to dream big, Angelites, and soar high. Again, congratulations to us, Batch 2021, for graduating. Despite of the current circumstance, and good luck to our future endeavors. LAUS Day SEMPER.
We shall now honor the graduating students who have made extraordinary achievement in the field of academics. In the graduate school, with distinction honors are given to students who has a grade average that ranges from 1.26 to 1.5 with no grade lower than 1.5. With high distinction honors to a student whose average grade is from 1.01 to 1.25 with no grade lower than 1.25. And with the highest distinction honors to a student whose average grade is 1.0. Honor students must have taken all academic units, including thesis or dissertation, prescribed for graduation in this university. The university president, Dr. Luis Maria R. Calingo, shall now confer the academic awards. The academic awardees are
Camille Vidon de Leon, with distinction. Ira Joy Kane Sikat Medina, with distinction.
the graduate with the highest grade average of the entire graduating class shall now deliver the valedictory address. Please welcome Ira Joy Kane Sikat Medina.
To our esteemed administrators, respectable teaching and non-teaching personnel, beloved parents, friends, fellow graduates, and to others who are celebrating with us today, a pleasant day to all of you. Allow me to extend my most cordial congratulations to the class of 2021 who have made it to this very special day. It is both an honor and a privilege to speak in front of you and to finally receive my master's degree from this prestigious university. On behalf of the graduating batch, I would like to express my utmost gratitude to the Lord Almighty who continuously sustains us with strength to tighten our grip to our dreams. To the professors and other personnel who believed in us in the pursuit of excellence, we wouldn't be here without your support. To our beloved parents and friends who serve as the backbone of our inspiration, we share this success with you. Holy Angel University will always have a special place in my heart, for it's not only the place where I have deepened my academic knowledge, but looking back, I can remember so much memories, as this is also the place where I have started to outline my career path. Looking back on our journey, things weren't easy. We tried our best to attend every class, finish every requirement, participate in every discussion, do well on exams, and even adapt to the new normal as classes shifted from face-to-face to online. Years have passed, and finally, we are here. Yes, it was a really long journey, but I can say that it was all worth it. I know that all of us have waited for this day to finally say that we are now graduates. Throughout this journey, I know that most of us got demotivated, disheartened, and even hopeless at some point. The truth is, it's not every day that people wake up feeling positive and hopeful. Maybe, some of you were also able to sing the lines, "Ang tagal naman, ang hirap naman." I have noticed that a lot of us today are in a period of confusion. Understandable, right? With the current trials of pandemic, with a lot of competitions going on, an endless list of where we could go and what we could be, we experience the lowest point brought about by uncertainties and fluctuating hopes. However, as I grow older, I have realized that with hard work, perseverance, and faith, what's supposed to be yours will eventually come your way. Let me share my secret. You may not believe it, but I am probably the type of person who does not have any special talent to share. Unlike the previous graduates who delivered their speeches on every commencement exercise, I am someone who has never earned the title of the most brilliant person in class. I would even consider myself as someone who is an average. But as the well-known Gary Kasparov mentioned, dedication and hard work are rare talents, and I believe that those things are what brought me here. I have proven that if you love what you are doing, and if you've poured your heart out into it, you will get there. Maybe not on your own timeline, not on how you've envisioned things, but with God's grace, you could be amazed on how each ordinary puzzle piece could turn out into something extraordinarily beautiful. The COVID-19 pandemic is just one of the many challenges we are encountering, drawing us a landscape of uncertainties that try to block the sight of what's ahead of us. But as we attain another milestone, life will continuously test our capabilities and resilience. Needless to say, things could get tough at times, and it's typical to feel overwhelmed. Let me encourage you to keep going. Despite all the uncertainties, I am challenging each and everyone to live up to their own hopes and dreams. Use what was taught to you. This does not only pertain to the theoretical knowledge we learn in classroom, but may we also remember the life skills that we have developed during our entire journey in college or in graduate school. Let us remain hopeful. As Cassie Sullivan said in The Fifth Wave, it's our hope that lets us survive, that lets us bend but remain unbroken. It's our hope that will let us win one day. Once again, congratulations and LAUS Deo Semper.
Camille Vidon de Leon will now lead the reading of the class pledge. The class pledge is a collective declaration of the graduates' commitment to live the founder's motto of LAUS Deo Semper, praise to God always.
Fellow graduates, please stand, raise your right hand, and read with me the class pledge. To God, country, and fellow men, we pledge our minds to the pursuit of truth and the solution of problems, as alternative to the use of physical force in the settlement of disputes, and as vehicles for creative light, independent opinion, and honest thought. We pledge our hands to the unfinished business of God's creation, to never raise them in anger or soil them with dishonor, but to always use them to heal, to build, to fight the good fight against injustice, poverty, and evil. We pledge our hearts as dwelling place for God's infinite spirit, His angel, the same source of our infinite capacity for creativity, for imagination, for forgiveness and joy and hope and love. We shall strive to never lose the idealism of youth, which drives us to dream, to achieve the impossible, to change the world, and to reach for the stars. We shall endeavor for big success in careers, family, and community. But above all, we shall endeavor for personal fulfillment, meaningful relationships, sense of well-being, and moments of true happiness. We shall never allow anything or anyone to prevent us from doing what we have to do or what we want to do. Since we only live on borrowed time and only serve as stewards of this planet, we owe it to the past and future generations to make this world a better place and to make our short lives extraordinary and to save all we can, gain all we can, give all we can. Our moment has come, the journey has begun. Today, in the first day, or the rest of our lives, LAUS Deo Semper, praise to God always.
The graduates shall now be inducted as members of the Holy Angel University Alumni Association by its president, Mr. Bernard Chua. They will thus join the long line of Holy Angel University alumni dating back to 88 years ago who have worn the mark of the true Angelite as a badge of honor.
Graduates, please stand and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, state your name, having been duly accepted and qualified as member of the Holy Angel University Alumni Association Incorporated, do hereby solemnly swear that I will sincerely abide by its Constitution and by laws towards the attainment of its objective and serve the best interests of the Association, my alma mater, and its community, so help me God. Congratulations and welcome to the Alumni Association.
On behalf of the university president and the Holy Angel community, I would like to congratulate our new graduates and their families. Go now and spread your wings. Change the world and fight evil and injustice wherever you find it. And remember, the angel will always be with you. Please stand for the Holy Angel hymn.
From thy cradle safest now, love of God and man we found, to a happy life we're bound. Oh, the angels dear, here art thou of loyalty. Heart and soul we pledge to thee, in the virtues great and free, leave embrace from thee. When our battles won you see, banners high will wave for thee. In our hearts thy name will be, oh, the angel dear. When our battles won you see, banners high will wave for thee. In our hearts thy name will be.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We are proud of you. LAUS Deo Semper.